If they tell you they're not sure yet, they're not sure if they're going to rent the home or they're going to sell the home, then instantly I go, okay, Mary, I understand that you're dealing with the loss of your mother and you have a lot weighing on your mind. But in my experience, Mary, the clients that I've dealt with in the same exact situation that you're in right now have found it very, very helpful to get some rental comparable sales and also some sales that are happening in their subdivision, all the active, pending, and sold homes, so they could put some numbers behind the thought process of what makes more sense. Because in my experience, you really never want to rent a home if you're going to have negative cash flow. If you're going to be at a loss every month, it's generally not a very good idea, and because it's very likely that a tenant will live there for a year and then they will move out and you'll have to do some repairs. And so I want you to know what your rental payments are going to be and also what you could sell the home for now, Mary. Does that make sense? Perfect. Can I get your email? Of course. Thank you so much. I'll get that over to you. I'm sure that you're going to find that very helpful. Now you can further explore that when I say get into action, because the more time you spend with them, the better off you're going to be. Sit down with them, have a conversation, look them eye to eye, and feel their presence, feel that they are confident, feel if you trust this person, right? It's a very different thing than talking to somebody on the phone as to meeting them in person. So you could take it another step further and say, I can email that to you, Mary, or what I prefer to do is I'd love to get together with you sometime later this week, maybe Thursday or Friday, which is a funnel close, and we can go through the rental comparables and we can go through the sales comps. And then we can also talk about the unique features of your property and what I think we could get it rented for and how you could potentially improve the value of your home very inexpensively to either get more on the rental market or to raise the value if you did end up selling, right? So you're trying to get an appointment. If they don't want to do that, then of course you can then defer and say, okay, well, how about we do a Zoom meeting and look at these comparable sales? And then you can tell me which homes in the community are most like yours. Then we can get a very accurate estimate of what your home is going to sell for compared to the homes that are the most similar to your home in these comparable sales and these comparable rentals. Now, if she doesn't want to get together on Zoom either, it's too soon. Of course, you still want to go ahead and send those rental comparables and those active, pending, and sold. The other reason that you can get together with somebody or do a Zoom, if you happen to know that there was an addition on the property. I've had homes I sell that sometimes they have an addition on the property, and I tell the client that if there's an addition on the home, it can be very, very consequential to how much the home is going to sell for, because as we know, most professionals price a home per square foot. So was the addition added on appropriately on tax records or was it not? And typically when I meet with a client, I'm going to bring a sketch from the county tax assessor's office and show them whether there was an addition put on the house or not, in addition to walking the house and seeing with my own two eyes if that's the case. place. The other ways you can get into action with a client is, of course, when you deliver your offer, you find out they are looking to sell. Then you say, is there anything that I've mentioned on my list that I can help you with? Do you need clean out of the property? Do you need to paint the property? Do you need to assess how much it's going to cost to do carpet? If you have carpet that's in really, really bad shape, or if there's issues like the stove is missing, or there's other issues that's going to prevent the house from getting financing, it's best that I come over, I can take photos and some measurements of the area that's affected and get it to the right contractor. That way we can get you pricing. So when you do get a notification from the court that you're ready to sell the property, you will already have a contractor lined up. You will already have pricing in place. And then together we can determine whether you are going to pay for the repairs, if you're comfortable with that, or if you'd like me to pay for the repairs and then get reimbursed at close of escrow when the house sells. So use your list of services to get into action, whether that's a pool, maybe that needs cleanup, whether that's a yard that needs to be raked or mowed or cleaned up in any way, whether that's paint, carpets, whether they have cars on the property that need to be sold, whether they have tools at the property that they would like to sell, motorcycles. These are services I offer. Watch my last video and you'll get that full list. But hey, can I come over, Mary, and check out the car? And that way I can start doing some research, and then I can definitely let you know what I will offer you for the car, or I will place it out there with my different buyers and see who wants to make you an offer. Because that's one of the most difficult things for people to take care of, especially when they're out of state like you are, Mary, right? So again, we want to get in front of this person if at all possible. Even have lights on timers is ideal if you don't have somebody watching the house. And I've also experienced where clients have not gotten out to the house in quite a while, and they have newspapers or mail piling up in the mailbox, and that can leave you susceptible to the house getting broken into. The longer a house sits vacant, especially if it doesn't have lights on, the higher probability that it's going to get broken into. If it's okay with you, Mary, I am actually very close to the house, and I'm going to be in that area tomorrow where I'm going to be right by your house. I'll go by your home. I'll take some pictures of the front of the house, and I'll check to see if there's any telltale signs that the house is vacant, and I'll send you some pictures to let you know what the house looks like and how other people are seeing it. Is that okay? Right? So this way, again, you're getting into action with this person. You're engaging them. You're showing them that you are the trusted source to help them. Again, any way possible to get engaged with them and stay in touch with them. We want to use multi-channels to stay in touch with them. But of course, number one is to build rapport out of the gate and then to get into action any way possible. So again, a drive-by of the property just to assess what the property looks like from the exterior, looking at the cars that need to be sold, looking at the motorcycles that need to be sold, looking at the repairs. These are all fantastic ways to stay in touch and add value. Another thing I always like to do is assess, is it likely that they're going to need a cash offer? Or is it more likely that they're going to sell on the resale market? So if it is a cash offer, then I let them know that I'm going to actually show them all the investors in my database, because there's two ways to sell this. Is number one, that we can put it on the market and get you multiple offers very quickly. Or if you'd prefer, Mary, I can send it out to my investors. We can get you multiple offers. And in that situation, then you're only going to have to pay one commission. And as most people know, one of the most expensive parts of the real estate transaction is paying two commissions. So it might make sense to send it to my database and get you multiple cash offers and see if we can find an offer that you think is acceptable. And that could save you a lot of money. And again, if you didn't like it at that point, then we could still take the home and list it on the resale market and see if we can actually get an offer that's higher that will end up netting you more money, which will also show her that you're not attached to any particular way of doing it, that you're giving her options so she can consider what she thinks is best, and that even if it doesn't work, that there's still other options that can be explored. Most agents only have one way of selling or offering something to a client, and that makes the client feel standoffish. It doesn't put them at ease, like they're in charge. I always tell clients, listen, you are in charge. It's all about what you want to do. I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm only going to offer my suggestions and tell you what I think we should do. And at the end of the day, you're in charge, and I'm going to listen to you, and we're going to do what makes you feel comfortable. I'm only your guide, but this is your show and you were in charge, which sets them at ease, makes them feel very comfortable that they're not dealing with the average pushy real estate agent, because that is the perception. Because so many people, instead of finding out what the client wants or needs, they are pushing their own agenda to get the listing because they are desperately scared. And then they display their commission breath to the client, and the client immediately is getting turned off. So before you get off the phone with them, you can also tell them, when I set you up on that listing alert and I start sending you all the active, pending, and sold homes in your community, I'm also going to send that to myself, Mary, because I want to know if anything changes in your community, if a home goes under contract, if something actually gets sold, if something new gets listed. I want to know about it, because those are going to be elements that are going to affect your sale, and they're going to show us that we can get more for your home, or that we have to take those sales into consideration so we price the home appropriately. So I'm going to stay in touch with you, Mary, as activity changes in your community, and I'll keep you posted. So I do suggest that you look at the properties I send you, but know that I'm going to be watching them too. And one of the reasons you might want to take a look at those is because it's going to be easier for you to price your home if you look at the comparable sales over time, instead of just trying to look at them all at once and you're trying to take in all the data from the other homes in one chunk, instead of over a little bit of time to get a little bit more nuanced feel of what's happening in your community. So that's why it really will benefit you to get the comparable sales sooner than later. So I think it's something that's going to be very helpful for you, just like it's been very helpful for my other clients in the past. And now that we've established how we're going to stay in action with this client, then the next step is to show social proof, right? Because you open the conversation like a master, you gave your offer, you hit the pain points, you found the things that they needed. Now you're finding a way to get into action with the items that they told you are concerning to them and that they need to address. And now you need to show you are who you say you are, right? So I always say, Mary, with the comparable sales, I'm also going to text you my Zillow reviews. I know we're just getting introduced right now, but I've been in the real estate business for 18 years in Las Vegas. I have hundreds of reviews and many, many hundreds of sales. So I want to send that to you just so you can see the kind of service that you can expect to receive from me and what my past clients have experienced, Mary. I use my Zillow reviews because I've worked very hard from the beginning of my real estate career to get a lot of reviews, so I can use that as a tool. I also have videos that I've done of compilations of video reviews that I've gotten from clients. Of course, you could just use one single review or 2 video reviews from past clients, but you want to show social proof. Also, Mary, if you'd like to speak to some of my past probate clients, just to put you at complete ease, I'm more than happy to give you the names and numbers of some of my past clients so you can talk to them and you can get a feel for what type of person I am. Because I really am a person that wants to take care of you, wants to do the best for you, make your life easy, and get your home sold for the most money possible. My other clients, I think, confidently will tell you that that is the type of person I am, and that is what I will do for you as well. So please let me know if you'd like to speak to some of my past clients. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. Those are some of the ways I like to get into action with my clients. That's also the way I suggest that you build social proof with your clients and show them that you are the warm, kind-hearted, caring person that you are through your past reviews, through video testimonials. On the next video like this, we're going to talk about how to follow up. What are the most effective tactics to continue to follow up with the client, especially if we're not able to get into action with them immediately and they put you off and they said, we don't really want to do anything right now until we get closer to when we're actually going to go to court and get permission to go ahead and list the home. So if they give you that type of response, then it's even more crucial to follow a protocol, to stay in front of this person, stay in touch with them, and build rapport over time so you can secure that client relationship. All right, guys, like I said, this is a 5-part series. The first video you should go back and watch if you haven't seen it is ethical cold calling tactics that actually work. That's going to give you the overview to this framework. Number 2 is about opening the conversation and how to build rapport. And that's hit the call. It's time you love it. Video number 3 is all about making your offer, your unique selling proposition that's going to set you apart from 99% of agents out there that are trying to compete against you. That's video number 3, and that's called Want a Smooth Real Estate Offer Like a Martini, Shaken Not Stirred. It's all about how you can be silky smooth when you deliver your offer. This video is all about getting into action. And then video 5 of the series is going to be all about following up with your clients and staying in touch with them. So it feels like when you're getting in touch with them, it's right at the perfect time and you're always being of service and of value, rather than somebody who feels needy and feels like they're just following up because they're afraid that they're going to lose the deal. So it's a very nuanced balance with the follow-up. You have to do it right, and you have to do it with confidence and show value. Otherwise, you're going to turn that client off. So next video is going to be exit interview and how to follow a proper follow-up protocol. All right, guys, I'm Ken Blumberg. This is Making Probate Easy. Give me a like on this video, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and comment what's your biggest challenge when dealing with probate listings. Let me know in the comments. Guys, if you want to partner with me, I'd love to take your real estate business to the next level. I help people systemize their business and increase their listings. So if you're not doing 2 to 4 listings every single month and getting buy and flip opportunities or wholesaling opportunities, I can help you. So schedule a 15-minute Zoom call with me and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. Allow me to show you how I can take your business to the next level. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If I don't hear from you, I will see you on the next video. Until then, take care and be well.